Hello BookTube, hello friends, welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth and it is Friday morning, so I thought I would very quickly film a Friday Reads and let you know what I have finished since my mid-May update and what I'm currently reading. I don't have very long to film this and this probably won't get uploaded until later today or even tonight. But this morning there's some awards at Emily's school and then I've got to take her to Orlando to a pre-surgery doctor appointment. Her brain surgery is going to be the 29th, Wednesday morning. So those of you who pray, I would appreciate so much your prayers for her. A lot of people at our church are going to be doing prayer and fasting on Tuesday, the day before her surgery, which is wonderful and much appreciated. So anyway, we don't know how long she'll be in the hospital recovering. It could be just 4 or 5 days, or if there's complications, it could be longer. But I might be able to possibly do some videos from the hospital room like I did last time. And I'll definitely be reading while we're in the hospital. If you notice something weird about my face, I had some oral surgery myself on Monday, and I'm finally today starting to feel a little bit more normal. My cheek has been swollen. I have a mouthful of stitches on my top gums. So anyway, I am trying to deal with that, but that's minor in the big scheme of life. So this week I have finished 3 middle grade books for middle grade May. I have failed to post any quotes from these books. I need to do that. Akos has a Goodreads group and Elizabeth Tyree is helping her to man that for middle grade May. And so if you read a middle grade book this month, what they want you to do is to find a good quote or quotes from that book and post them on the Goodreads group. You can also post it on Twitter if you want and use the hashtag middle grade May. So anyway, I finished 2 of the Sunshine State books. I finished Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World by Ashley Herring Blake. And my favorite of the week is Captain Superlative by J.S. Puller. This is fantastic. If you remember how much I gushed about The Summer I Saved the World in 65 Days by Michelle Weber Hurwitz, this is along those same lines. This is about a little girl making herself into a superhero at her school. She's not the main character, but our main character is really affected by Captain Superlative and ends up coming out of her own shell and just learning how to make a difference in her own life and the lives of others. It's a fantastic feel-good book. It is a bit of a tearjerker and there is some heartbreaking stuff, but I highly recommend it. If you took my recommendation of reading The Summer I Saved the World in 65 Days and you loved it, then please take this recommendation from me and read Captain Superlative by J.S. Puller. And I started a middle grade series and it's kind of been on my radar, and it's not on my 20 by 20 challenge or anything, but I might swap it out for something that I'm not as interested in anymore, because I saw that all of these books are on Hoopla on audio. So I checked out the first one. I really did enjoy it. The series is the Mother-Daughter Book Club, and the first book is called the Mother-Daughter Book Club. This is by Heather Vogel Frederick. I thought this was really good. A little unrealistic. The moms of these girls, one is an actress and one is a former model and things like that. And it takes place in Concord, Massachusetts. So there's a lot of literary history surrounding that area, which kind of makes it a neat setting for a book about books and a book club. And even though it's kind of a little bit unrealistic, it was still fun and it made for a fun storyline. The only thing that I really didn't like about it is that there was a little bit of fat shaming. Now you might expect that in a book where there's a mom who's an actress and a mom who is a former model. But what made it stand out to me is that the unlikable mother, the mother who has a horrible personality and is rude and is mean, is also portrayed as being overweight. And there's comments made where they watched her waddle out of the room and things like that. Well, this particular mom has a horrible personality and is very unlikable. And that in and of itself is plenty of stuff to make her unlikable. So we don't need to make her fat in an effort to try to make her more unlikable. That's sending the wrong message, I think, for our young readers and really for anyone. So I didn't think it was necessary for the author to make the unlikable mom also fat. It just didn't need to be there. So that being said, that was really the only thing that bothered me. Not enough to make me not recommend it to you. I think the book overall was fun, and each of the books is written about and around a different classic children's book. So the book they were reading in this book is Little Women, and then the next book is Anne of Green Gables. I think there's one on Pride and Prejudice and a couple of other classic books. So I think it's going to be a really fun series, and as I read more, I will keep you posted. So here are my current reads. Most of them are middle grade as well. I just started Knockout by K.A. Holt. This is a sequel to House Arrest that I read last week. This is one of our Sunshine State books, and I'll tell you more about it when I finish it. In my car, I'm listening to Kingdom Keepers Book 4, Power Play by Ridley Pearson. And on my phone, I'm listening to Inheritance, Book 4 in the Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Paolini. I'm on about page 500, and there's 850 pages, so I'm over half done with this one. And then the only adult book I have on my currently reading list right now is Becoming Us by Robin Jones Gunn. This is one of my review books. I decided to focus on this one next because it was just released on May 22nd. So I want to get this one done so I can do a full review on my channel as soon as possible. So that's what I'm currently reading and what I have finished recently. I've got a lot of stuff coming up in the next few days. We have 3 more days of school left after today, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But of course, Emily's last day of school for this year will be Tuesday because her surgery is scheduled for Wednesday. However, Katie has to go ahead and continue through Thursday. I've been trying to catch up with a lot of social media, bookish type things. I have finally gotten caught up with posting things on Sarah's Goodreads group. Sarah from Steeped in Books is hosting the Summer Romance Book Bingo, and she also has several other challenges going on her Goodreads group. Since she's already announced Summer Romance Book Bingo, and I really want to get my TBR and everything ready for that, yesterday I sat down at the computer and I played catch up with all of the other challenges that she has going, like the Audible Romance Package and the Stack the Series Challenge and things like that. So if you're curious to see what I have been reading for those challenges, be sure you check out her Goodreads group, and then also check out the Summer Romance Book Bingo. Now, she has already put together this whole big thing for the whole summer. It's a 3-month challenge, but then she graciously put out the word that she would like some co-hosts, and so I raised my hand and I am going to be helping out with that, basically helping promote it. I told her I could also help to chat with people on the Goodreads group and respond to people, because I stalk her Goodreads group probably more than I'm on my own Goodreads group. So anyway, I am super excited about the Summer Romance Book Bingo. The neat thing about it is that it's still predominantly centered around romances, but she does have quite a few prompts that are just a book that is this or a book that is that. So those don't necessarily have to be romances. There are 80 prompts, and you pull up a card and you don't know which of the 80 prompts that you're going to get, and so it's pretty fun. Some of us might try to do more than just one card, and I think it's going to be a great time. So I will have more videos coming regarding that very soon. So for now, that's all I have for this video. I hope you're having a great day, read a good book, and God bless you.